It's April the 12th, 2008. We're at Cabolingo State Forest for our annual stream cleanup. We've been conducting this since 1999. We've only been flooded out once a couple of years ago, but we're going to give it a try. It rained pretty hard last night, but we're going to try to do it this time. We get as many volunteers, Cub Scouts, 4-H, Boy Scouts, and we come and pick up all the trash along the stream. So try to help beautify things. Our main operation is about a mile and a half just north of here on the other side of the ridge.
I'm Maggard, and Randy is my dad. So I came out here to help him out with the stream cleanup. I've been doing this since the very first one. I've probably been to 5 or 6 of them since then. So I think I was in 7th grade the first time we did a stream cleanup. It was always really neat to come to work with my dad. I loved running around with him and seeing what he did. And I remember the first time I came was for Take Your Daughter to Work Day when I was in 3rd grade. And he took me around in his truck and showed me everything he was doing. And later, when I was in high school, I worked for a consulting firm that works with his company, so I was over here a lot then too, working with him. I mean, I'm really proud of my dad because he works hard for my family, and I think he does a lot of good things, you know, for the environment and the community, and he really cares about the people here and the people that work for him and with him. And having seen it firsthand, I know that he does his best, you know, to do it fairly and to take care of the environment while he's at it. So. When we first started, there was definitely a lot more trash.
Yeah.
We had tons and tons and tires, and because nobody had ever really cleaned it.
Yeah, there hadn't been any cleanups before here. We started.
Seems like there's a little bit less to pick up every year. I know a lot of my friends are really anti-mining, but it's mostly because they're from the city and they don't really understand what happens. So I think once you've been out here and you've seen, you know, how beautiful everything is and how beautiful it can be again once it's reclaimed, it's a lot different. And I wish everyone could see that side of it and understand how it works so they wouldn't have such quick judgments about it.
And also the fact that it's like a 10-year process just to even get a mine in. I mean, you know, we worked on stream delineations and archaeological surveys and realized that, you know, we have voluminous amounts of data that we have to gather.
Yeah, you see the process and you see how much really goes into it. It's not just people blowing up the tops of mountains, but it's a permitting process, and there's mining and there's reclamation, and then a lot of work goes into all of it for a lot of people, and it's a lot of jobs. Usually with my friends at school, I think it's people who grew up in really middle upper class households, and they had a lot of chances to have biases against it, but they never really had the chance to see the other side. And they use the electricity, and they drive the cars, and it's easy to say, you know, I want to save the environment and I want to protect mountains, but you know, when you haven't been here and you don't have family members that work in it and you don't see how it goes on, I think it's really easy for them to have that perception. So I understand where they're coming from, but it's also really hard to show them, you know, the other side.
Well, they like their air conditioners and swimming pools and Subarus, but want to come out and enjoy 2 weeks in the summer in the mountains and then go back to their metropolitan lifestyle.